And welcome to another more or less Steam Next Fest demo. Um, Steam Next Fest 2025. This time with Task Force Admiral. I already tried to like this third attempt at completing the single scenario because before I had like the first time I was still learning and was quite beaten up. The second time I got a crash, and yeah, that's not the third time. Basically, it's a strategy game about naval warfare strategy game, mainly focusing on aircraft carriers. During the Second World War, in the Pacific region, between and the fighting between Japan and America. Good. And let's go into the briefing.
It's early morning on May 8th, 1942. Task Force 17, under the command of Vice Admiral Fletcher, has been roaming the Coral Sea for 7 days in an attempt to prevent a Japanese invasion of Port Moresby. The carriers USS Yorktown and USS Lexington were quite active and successful the day before. The American air groups managed to sink a light Japanese carrier with minimal losses, forcing the invasion force to loiter in fear of facing overwhelming odds on its way around the New Guinean Peninsula. In the meantime, the American carriers were left untouched. Japanese search efforts were rendered fruitless due to a number of mistakes and communication hurdles. Despite being spotted, Task Force 17 managed to escape the attention of enemy air power, as bombers from Rabaul focused fruitlessly on the Anzac Surface Combat Squadron, led by Admiral Crace, standing guard on the road to Port Moresby. As for the main Japanese carrier force, they attacked in droves the oiler USS Neosho and her escort USS Sims, mistakenly identifying them as a carrier force. Realizing their blunder, the Japanese aircraft launched a late afternoon search and destroy attack against the American carriers. Lost in bad weather, they were intercepted by American fighter cover and suffered crippling losses. Plus, to add insult to injury, they came across their target in darkness on their way home and even tried to land, mistaking the American carriers for their own. But the Americans know that it was far too much luck for one day. Admirals Tagagi and Hara are going to be doing everything they can to wash away the humiliation suffered the previous day and show the combined fleet that Carrier Division 5 crews are not to be trifled with. Now, Admiral Fletcher has elected not to send a surface fleet ahead so as not to weaken his protection screen and leave these ships vulnerable at daybreak, a move he will be heavily criticized for in the coming weeks. It's now up to you to decide what to do next. The position of the enemy carriers is estimated to be within combat range northeast of Task Force 17's current position, but no one can predict with any accuracy the moves of the enemy. Enemy opposition is deemed challenging. The Japanese air group's been badly hurt by their ill-advised evening attack hours ago, but they are still going to be packing a punch. Expect to be going toe-to-toe with about 60 to 70 enemy Zero fighters, dive bombers, and torpedo bomber crewed by professionals, some of them veterans of many campaigns. As for the Americans, your own air groups are in good shape, but are still suffering from a low number of available fighters, which will force you to make some tough calls. Should you escort your bombers as a priority, or protect your carriers? It's your job to figure out how to best prepare for the first real carrier-to-carrier engagement of the war. Your objective is to seek out the enemy carrier force, engage it, and inflict heavy damage to force the Japanese Navy to abandon its move against Port Moresby. You're retired to the south at the end of your operation. Good luck.
Okay, then let's just go back for a little bit. Basically, I forgot to mention, you have in the or you had available in the demo. Let's start from the front. Basically, there is still a Kickstarter campaign going on till the 18th of March 2025. As far as I've seen, it has been fully backed. So yeah, you have here the manual. It is highly advisable to read it. The thing is, it's a little bit annoying with like tapping in and out, because like even if you have like borderless, you cannot just like get out of your mouse here, so you have to like better to have it like on a phone or something, but it's yeah. Then yeah, it's highly advisable to read through the through the manual, but I will like give you the basic rundown also here. You have also the battle generator. The battle generator is basically the same as the Coral Sea scenario, in the sense of the map is the same, and the basic conditions, like you have 1 or 2 carriers available for you. You have up to 3 carriers available for the enemy side, and you can change the attack axis and so on, and cloud cover and wind direction, or leave it at random, but the basic here is the same as the Coral Sea scenario. So not that, I guess, not completely different. Then you also have the museum here. It is quite neat. You can like then look at the beautiful models. Like the game looks quite detailed and good, in my opinion. The thing is, you don't have any kind of description here, like how many weapons or a history rundown or something like that. That would be quite nice to have. To be honest. But you will get a little history rundown and briefing about like some of the important, or like about the individual airplanes, and a little bit of the carriers in the manual. Would be nice if it would be also available in game, but yeah, I'd have everything. Good. Then yeah, and then you also have the fleet defense. You have that in a separate video. Basically, you have like 10 like you're piloting a fighter, a little bit like
It's early morning on May.
a little bit like War Thunder, and try to defend your carrier with your rest of the wing to, yeah, to defend the carrier from enemy incoming attacks. Yeah. Like if you want more of an in-depth rundown of this briefing, I have 2 other videos which you can look on, where I actually go deeply through it. But basically, we are in yeah, basically you've already seen it in the video, but maybe some interesting points. We have the Lexington and Yorktown. The Lexington is, or no, the Yorktown is more modern than the Lexington, in the sense of faster and bigger air groups, or faster launching and recovering, and bigger air groups. Overall, we have 31 fighters, 65 dive bombers, and 21 torpedo bombers across the 2 carriers. The enemy forces have expected that they have also two carriers, and they're yeah. Then also interesting is in the demo, the Japanese have seaplanes, but we don't. Like seaplanes in the sense of basically the battleships at the time had also seaplanes for reconnaissance and so on. How the manual explains it, basically, or why they made the decision to do not focus on it during the demo, because in history it was not so, or at that time for the Americans, seaplanes were not that important because they did not have the range and so on to be like the main reconnaissance force of the Americans. The Americans worked with long range reconnaissance more with the SPDs, like with the dive bombers without any bombs and so on to to conduct reconnaissance. Yeah. The surface combatants are, or like, basically, the amount of cruisers and destroyers is more or less equal, so that's why the deciding factor is going to be likely the aircraft carriers. Good. Then, also another interesting tidbit, or we'll see. Load it in. Or for example, the Yorktown has like better protection than the Lexington, because like the Lexington is on the sides a little bit more open than the Yorktown, and so on and so on. So the Yorktown is more of a purpose-built carrier, whereas Lexington, I think, was a conversion of a battle cruiser or something like that. But yeah, yeah. Good. Then we start at 0. The aircraft operations begin at 6 a.m. Because there is no night carrier operations, because like the technology is not advanced enough to conduct them safely enough to make it worth. So it begins at daybreak at 6 a.m. But we already have to set up some things. Let's start with the strategic map mode. Basically, here we can see like the enemy estimated position, as you saw from the briefing. They launched like an attack, missed us, and so, but on the way back, like we saw their attack, launched our own fighters to reduce their aircraft number, and then they didn't find us, the enemy attack run, then came back, found us on the way back, and during the night confusion, they tried to land and so on. And so we kind of know that they're in this region. My plan would be to basically, here you can set the plot, the course for your entire carrier group. My plan is to basically make a U-shape, because I had the most success with that. So basically we do this. At waypoint, you can see here on the number like when you will arrive at that position, like the estimate. I think we will go here up to 55 and then turn a little bit into the wind during we start with the aircraft. If you see the wind, it comes from the northwest. Yeah, the wind is more or less important, because in that time, like at night, like during World War II, you had to turn your carrier into the wind to launch aircraft, because the runway is not that big that they used, so they just, yeah, you have also like a 3D view. But the thing is, it's dark, so we don't see much. Yeah, you have like roughly the half of the deck to actually launch the aircraft, because they also prepare the aircraft on the deck and so on. And the propeller aircraft are not that good at accelerating on such a short distance. So to actually launch the aircraft, they turned into the wind, so there was more air coming across the wings, so there's more lift, so they could actually make it safely off the ground. Because at that time there was no aircraft catapults, neither driven by steam or electromagnetic, so yeah. Next step is, well, you can change the, here you can also change the size. This is the like formation of your carrier air group. Here you see the 2 aircraft carriers. Here's like the different destroyers and so on. I will not change that, because I don't think we gain much from that. Like they're roughly evenly spread out. So, yep. We have in the briefing, I think it was like 4. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 5. light cruisers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 destroyers. They are mostly here for additional air defense. Yeah, if you want, you can change your formation a little bit. It, like as you see here, they basically keep, like for example, the USS Phillips will always be the northernmost destroyer, even if they turn and so on, because like you position your destroyers and so on according to this like degree chart. Then important is defensive air ops. Defensive air ops is basically organizing your carrier air group. They will patrol along those lines, so they will go in this, like they will fly along this dotted line. Yeah. This. There will be also in the final game, like create a new inner air patrol, like air patrol zones, outer picket stations, and so on. But it's a demo, so they did not implement that yet. Here you can decide like what you want to use, like the Yorktown and the Lexington, because they have their own aircraft contingent each. So let's get basically, since you see here the main threat, as you saw on the map, is like from the north, so I will increase the fighter coverage in the northern sector and have the southern sector more of a token force, like 1 or 2 planes. So my plan is 4, and then here double of the patrol strings, like the assigned one is double that, because they always try to keep, like, to rotate them. So during the one is recovering, fueling up, and getting new ammunition, the other one will start and be there on the patrol and so on and so forth. So then, yeah. Time between rotations, the bigger you make that square, the longer it will take to like rotate the aircraft and so on, to that the plane like flies across that region. I will do it like this. And or then the other big one is going to be from the Lexington to split the needed aircraft evenly. Was thinking to do like that, but yeah. Another interesting Lexington. We have to change that. It's this, yep. Door area. I think to Yorktown, and then another one here. Lexington. So then next thing is to get reconnaissance patrol set up. Search. Create new air search. Because to strike the enemy, you have to find them. My plan is to have 2 patrols with 6 each. and they intersect here, so I have like more likelihood to find something here. As it is expected that the enemy is there, but in case they like go a little bit outside of the boundary, I still have a chance to find them. I will reduce the steepness a little bit. Patrol altitude is in that sense important. The higher it is, the farther your aircraft can see, but like if it can happen that your aircraft will end up over the cloud cover, and like since they cannot look through the clouds, then they don't see anything. So then let's starting angles, okay, attitude, strength. Let's reduce the search radius because I don't think they. Like, I kind of expect them in this section here. And I think more realistically they are around here. So yeah. And as soon as possible, yeah. From the Yorktown. And then another one from the Lexington. Do it around here. Starting angle. So 6 from the Lexington. We can either pick the SPD or the TBD. The SPD are the dive bombers and the TBD are the torpedo bombers. The thing with the torpedo bombers is that they are slower, as far as I know. So, and then reduce the search radius. So basically, no matter what, like in case they don't get shot down, they will go like here, then like they go here, then fly halfway, and then fly back to like get as much reconnaissance as possible. Like so, they will have a little bit on offset of in the way back to also cover like this in between. And so that's why you also see like this line as an extra thing. Like this. Except then. So we have our air setup. Then the next thing is getting. We can maybe. How about this? So here you see like the area down here, or let's have it like this, and then we can scroll here. Here you see like the planned missions, like launching. Spot is basically preparing the aircraft, like fueling and ammunition and briefing and so on, and the blue one and the red one is actually launching the aircraft or takeoff. The thing is, when you launch a lot of aircraft at once, it might happen that the takeoff will take longer than what is expected. And since like the aircraft operations needs to the carriers need to return into the wind and so on, so it's quite practical to plan the aircraft operation a bit ahead of time. And you'll also see that there's like Task Force 17, so maybe you will have multiple task forces in the end game, but it is split between the Lexington and Yorktown because I think it's also mentioned in the manual, the Japanese had more holistic sense of aircraft carrier operations, so they had the concept of uniting multiple, or they had the ability, they trained for it to like unite like all the aircraft of the carrier air group and then attacking at once, whereas the Americans still at that time conducted the strikes or the formation of the air groups per individual carrier. So that's why they did not pay that much attention, or that's why you have like the two different like, so you have like two different So you can like not create a strike with like 2 different carriers at once. So you have like pick between either that carrier or the other one. So yeah. Yeah. Then the next step basically would be also like, or maybe another thing to explain while I will skip ahead with the time a little bit. Is that you can also maybe finish the map. You can also like show context history, show the wind, show the weather, like mostly the clouds and so on. You can also see your own radar range. So our carriers, or the American carriers, have also radar dishes, and I think some of the battleships also. So we can detect aircraft and ships on our own in case. Then AAA range, anti-aircraft artillery, and then main battery range. The main battery range is mostly from the light cruisers, like the furthest that they can. Good. Then we have everything set up, except. Okay, maybe out of interest, here you can see like the blue ones are the plans, the green ones are I think ready and about to launch or something like that, and the white ones are still available. You can also see the deck timeline, like search 5 will spotting at 5:35, then launching 5:38, and so on and so forth. No, that's the countdown, and the time actually they will do it is 6. Like first they will launch a carrier patrol, then they will launch the search 5, then they will, and so on and so forth, carrier patrol and so on. Missions, it's all the missions. You can also like press on it and then edit the mission afterwards. Squadrons, here you see like the pilots and aircraft and so on available. The thing is that like pilots and aircraft status and so on are not yet like included in it. It will be in the final game, so that you have like also aircraft that need to be repaired and so on, like under maintenance or loss, or that your pilots in the demo you cannot recover your pilots, but in the final game that's also what the seaplanes were mostly used for in the American Navy, and since they don't have the pilot recovery mechanic yet and so on, so yeah. So you don't have wounded and so on, that's recovering time for that and so on. And stores is you can see your status of the aircraft carriers. Also, I hope that it doesn't crash when I do that. You can technically see in your 3D view, and then here, for example, aircraft carrier. This time it kind of works. You see, for example, here, like the damage and so on, the vitals, green is everything is operational, yellow is that it is still operational but damaged, so it is that the operation of it might be a little bit degraded, or it was repaired. Orange is that it is damaged, not operational, and can be repaired, or yeah, and the red is destroyed. Yeah, like on the green dots you can see like the different statuses and so on, like everything here is green and so on, and the location of it, but if it's damaged then it will have the appropriate color, and the different anti-aircraft batteries and so on the model. It would be nice if that would be also viewable in the history, but like in at the main menu history, and then you can like have the individual anti-air cannons highlighted and so on. And also here you can see the different radars. There's also flooding and so on in case you get damaged, and fires that can spread, and your damage repair Which repair parties? What was it? Not stats, but damage control parties will try to take care of that. Yeah. With that, I think that are the basics. Then let's plan a strike, because I had a little bit problems with that last time. But the thing is, if you plan it ahead of time, then it is like better to have it like in between the schedules and so on. So everything is smoother, and not that you spot it and then you have to prepare your aircraft for something and so on. So it takes away the spotting, like the aircraft preparation thing. Scramble, it scrambles all your still available fighters, and then will assign them like a carrier patrol path around your thing. And yeah, what I also needed to mention. Then you will get like the block here around your carrier and so on. There's also something no, it's or 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's just a bit odd. Okay. What I wanted to say, yeah, flight director. The flight director then will take that aircraft and point that towards the enemy. The thing is, you can like the aircraft will patrol and so on in that areas, like along the dotted lines. And if you have enemy contact, you can like direct your aircraft and so on to intercept those planes. You can also leave that to the AI. I think it does a well enough job with it, so I couldn't really I don't think I could like increase the efficiency much if I would do that manually. But yeah. Like if you have that box ticked FDO in charge, then automatically your carrier patrols and so on will be directed towards the enemy in case they find enemy aircraft or enemy aircraft are detected. FDO is flight direction officer, I think. Fighter direction officer. So yeah. Did I miss something? I don't think so. I wanted to prepare a strike. So that's the thing that I am a little bit confused always. So I need to consult the manual again. Manual. I want the like the manual in general is quite well written, and also rates sprinkles in some historical tidbits. So there's quite a lot of research that went into it. Also, you can look, which you can see in the intro that I think I will separately upload on the channel. So, with that, so let's scramble fighters. It launches all available fighters. Yeah. It will override all other aircraft operations, so you should use it carefully. At least that's what your manual says. So then, strike. I want a naval attack. Yeah. So I think in other missions there will be also ground attack available in case. But no. Okay, we will take the Yorktown. We will have the remaining escorts. All the dive bombers. And all the torpedo bombers. Basically all the aircraft. The desired takeoff is that. Then early spotting. I think normal departure. Deferred departure would be that you would try to have them like they will launch and then they will stay around the carriers till all of them are launched, and then will start going in the direction of the enemy as one big package. Okay, let's look a little bit in at the aircraft operations, because I think okay, the spotting is quite long. I think I will not have and focus on offensive power. Endurance, basically the difference is that the dive bombers won't have the 100 kilo bombs. They will still have the 1000 kilo pound bombs. But yeah, so you have like more damage potential. Let's take the Yorktown. Okay, that's okay. Then I think that is that. And I will have the second dive bomber wings launched separately, I think, but you will have the deferred departure because you have like less aircraft. Yeah, let's have that. And then picking a target. I think we'll greenlight it, and then we'll have to remember, I think, or let's greenlight it. And then I think you still have the option of picking a target once you go here. Let's go here. Okay, we're already here. Then we can have take time missions, then this, then edit mission, and then we can still pick a target. Okay, I think as soon as they would have like the takeoff option, then we cannot change the target anymore, I think. But we'll see. Then I think I will also prepare a strike from the Lexington. Let's have the time scale at this thing again. Strike Lexington. Have all the fighter escorts. Have torpedo bombers. The departure time is that. And you will also have a deferred departure. Spotting mode, early spotting. Then yeah, I think that's that. Green light. So then let's look at our missions. The Yorktown is preparing, and the Lexington. Naval strike 6. Naval strike 8. Okay. And we still can edit them. Yes, we still can pick a target. Both are early spotting, I think. Yorktown. Edit. You had early spotting. Yeah, okay. Then we have everything set up. I think we could also start preparing the other strike, but I want to have like the first strike taken off before I reach that. To be honest, not that there's some unhappy surprises. Okay. Then I think we have that. Like the 3D view is not that interesting yet because everything is dark. With space, we have like a tactical view, where we would see things if we would find them. Can we? Yeah, like see a 3D view of our, see a like tactical view of our ship. Or a carrier group, or task force. Good. The one with the stars are flagships of their task units and task groups. And the task force flagship is the Yorktown. Okay. And with that, I think we can speed up a little bit more, because I think we have prepared everything. Or another thing that is interesting, or might be interesting to know, is that the Japanese had during the war had more problems with like pilot numbers for the aircraft carriers, like for the aircraft carrier aircraft, for the carrier aircraft. So because the Japanese had like more strict training of their pilots, so it was easier to be kicked out of their aircraft, their carrier aircraft program, because of disciplinary issues and so on. For example, because they had, or it is assumed because they have like more of this image of the elite Bushido warrior, and also there was not so. It was not really favored to exchange pilots and aircraft between aircraft carriers, because the carrier air groups were viewed as part of their carriers, so they were a bit hesitant to exchange aircraft and so on, in case like one carrier air group was heavily diminished. They would try to fill it back up with newly trained pilots instead of switching pilots over. Yeah, whereas the Americans were not really hesitant with that. Also interesting is the different philosophies in damage control. The Americans had their organization was that everyone could do a little bit of damage control, and this was like more localized to the area of the ship. Whereas the Japanese had very dedicated and specialized teams of damage control parties, which caused in some instances the problem that when like during combat and so on, like ways are blocked because of water or fires and so on, or because of just debris, that the Japanese had the problem that the damage control parties could not reach the most critical parts of the ship, because they were very specialized, but they were like not so dispersed out among the whole ship. So it took them quite a while to get like to the critical components, which doomed some ships. I think one of the but I think one of the Japanese aircraft carriers was more or less sunk because of that, because they had big damage control problems. Good. Philosophy, so forth. But during 1942, like this time, the Kido Butai, the mobile carrier force, was still very, very strong and quite a force to be reckoned with. Yeah. And wait. Yeah. Anything else to mention? Yeah, this now my third attempt is basically the same strategy as before, but I was like, for example, the with the strike thing, I was still a bit confused how like there was, because like here you see like there's difference between like green light and takeoff depending on like what departure mode I think you chose. So it's just and it was not, or like I have the manual open like on my other screen, and it was like a little bit confusing. Sadly, the second game I think did not go so bad, so sadly that it crashed. I think I will upload the other two. I think this will be the first video that I upload, and like the other two videos, if you want, you can look into that at my first attempts. But yeah, I'm also very curious to see the end screen, because the menu says that there's like 9 different endings depending on how well you do. Like, example, if you don't lose any of your carriers but all of the enemies are destroyed, you have like a bit of a different scenario outcome than like both of your carriers are damaged and so on. So our aim is not necessarily to destroy the enemy carriers, just to send them away so they cannot support the landings on post Moresby. So if there's no support for the landings, then likely the whole enemy Japan or the whole Japanese invasion of Port Moresby will likely be called off. So yeah, our only goal is more or less to just send the enemy carriers to flee, not necessarily to destroy them, just to damage them enough. Yeah, I think historically it is also mentioned in the manual that historically we lose we lose one of our carriers, and the other one gets damaged, and the enemy aircraft carriers don't get damaged or destroyed, but they lose so much of their aircraft that they're not really able to support the landing, so they retreat. So yeah. And with that, yeah. So even if one of our carriers gets destroyed and the other one damaged, it is still not that far off from history. Also, regarding the difference in air cover, like we fight with our F4F, the nickname, with our fighters against the famous Zeros from the Japanese. The thing is, our fighters are in theory more durable than theirs, so, but they have like the Zeros have a better like curve performance and so on. So, but overall they should be kind of equal in the sense of fighting. Also interesting. Yeah. Also, what would be nice, maybe I will just talk about it now, that you could see like the status of your aircraft when they're in the air, because like here you can like see the different the different aircraft and so on, but you have to like unfold this and unfold this and unfold this, and then you can double click and like follow those aircraft. One, it would be nice if I could like double click in the Korea Air Patrol one, and then I could follow them in the 3D view. So I don't have to click through all those menus. And B, I think the aircraft operation should start soon. And also, so like you just like hop onto the leader of that flight or something like that, and also to see like the status, because like you see like the status in the sense of on deck or something, but you don't see like damage or how much ammo is still left and so on. So that's a bit bad, or it would help a lot with like understanding what is happening. We have like more of a status. Okay, now you see here they turn into the wind to commence air operations. And now they start positioning the aircraft on the flight deck. Oh yeah. Slowly getting on. You can also look, let's have one more. You can also, oops, I want to look outside. Here, like, okay, they should position the camera a bit better, because like here you have a wing in your face. But you can also spot like here during, or spot, like view your aircraft during the takeoff from like from the aircraft carrier directly. So yeah. Closing my, what was that again? Vorhänge? Yeah. Dimming my window a little bit. Oh, it's quite loud. Can I reduce the, let's check the audio. Our first aircraft are lifting off. But yeah, it's quite a bit loud on the recording, so should be better. And let's reduce it for me a bit. So our first aircraft lifting off. You can also see here like the no crew flight deck static under prep, the preparing under prep and so on. Is heading into the wind too. There you see the different status of spotting things and so on. There you see the area patrol lifting off and patrolling. And I think you can also see that here, like aircraft going into their patrol position. Sadly, which would be nice to see, like the little people going around between the aircraft and prepping them and so on. And here you only see, like, you see the pilots in the aircraft, but you don't see like the actual preparation and so on. That would be nice. In case there's the budget for it. Yeah. So then the next carrier patrol. There you see like the status if the green is carrier operations are in progress. The red is no carrier operations possible because of damage or something. And green blinking is that it wants to give you the go for the takeoff or something. Like, I think I should have plotted the search planes more because now they are a little bit behind the other ones. Yeah, and you see the lockdown is like a little bit quicker with launching aircraft and so on. As the Lexington is still delayed. Ah, okay, they already took off. Okay, then okie dokie. Oh, and now you see the green light is off, so the aircraft carrier operations have concluded for the Lexington, but for the Yorktown they are still underway. They don't have that much of a runway, so they need to be turned into. Now we can see with space the aircraft that are rolling and going around, searching. Currently they are still like heading north because turning into the soon-ish they should start to prepare for the strike unless we find the end. Or they turn in back to the origin. Oh yeah. Now it is a bit of a waiting game. Maybe sit on one. I'm good. And nice. Nice. The aircraft being lined up with the bombs and so on, getting out from the hangar. Oh, has ceased air operations. Okay. And you will also see bogies and tangos. I think bogies are like basically unidentified aircraft, that are yellow, and enemy tangos are red. Sometimes like this I have to identify and so on. There's spots. Yeah, bogey here. Those are likely to be enemy. Yeah, so I think it's around here. those are likely enemy Japanese float planes to come on, let me to where they are to go into and see some air combat. There. And down there is our fleet. Can we see? Comes until anyway. I think we they shut it down now. Manage. Here. Let's choose most ships. Let's go wait a bit. So we have more information, but I think that pretty much will for the unknown. Yeah. Here. They have like I think better or bigger battle crew. So should not or we are more or less equally matched in guarding surface patterns. Wait till or start them. Yeah, let's have it and go and want you to. Okay, that's the thing that I don't like. Now I don't know why it doesn't want to. I want to. Why was it? Okay. Now it. Okay, I think now mission ready. Then the other one. Uh, uh, Lockdown. So they should commence now carrier air operations. Oop. Question mark. Please. Or are they still prepared? All scouts report an enemy. The first was there. Have some battleships, and we have and they seem to still preparing. So we might come earlier than they are. That would be very practical. Which ones I don't. I think that are the two carriers from the briefing. They are they are a bit further with preparing their strike. Now heading start the where it Lexington. Accurate. And now go. So they only turn into senses. You should watch out for the blinking green light, because then usually you have to do something. Not that they just wait and wait and wait and don't do anything. That would be quite annoying. Okay. Then let's see. Those are vents. Yeah. Or those look like vents, but also I first thought they were like life rafts. Or are they life rafts? Look like life rafts. Interesting. Yeah. So now they turned to the wind, so now they should be starting strike. Let's go. Start. Hello. Start. Lift off, lift off, lift off. Lift off. Hello. I already gave you the order to lift off. Oh. Lift off? Hello. Do something. Okay, maybe Lexington is already... Yeah, Lexington is already getting stuff going. And the Yorktown now too. Okay. That will take quite a while. Okay, the Yorktown is now finished with the fighters and is now launching the dive bombers. it looks like that the Contact 15 is also starting to head into the wind to launch. But we'll see. Let's look. Let's have a butcher. Let's have a look. Oh, I want this. No, I don't want. I want to be there. I want to. Oh, and then yes, and then this. There. Yeah, they are now also launching aircraft. That it looks like mostly zeros. Maybe either they had like more time to launch. Which might be quite well possible. Or their strike is going to be smaller. Yeah. Yeah, okay, they just had more time to launch. Oh. That's not so good. At least my launch is almost finished-ish. And then the torpedo bombers. The torpedo bombers. The torpedo bombers, or like the torpedoes of the American Navy in general during the early war, had quite a lot of problems. Quite a high death rate, so dive bombing is going to be likely to inflict more damage on the Japanese. There is the hope. In this case, they will draw the zeros, and then the dive bombers can can try to achieve the killing blows. I hope. Okay, almost finished, and I think we can give the order to spot the other aircraft soon. How's Lexington is doing? The Lexington is still. It's also at the torpedo bombers, but still needs a bit. Okay. Torpedo bombers need more runway because the torpedoes are quite heavy. Whereas the fighters can maybe start from off here. Okay. Strike package from the Yorktown is finished. That is good. So we can start prepping the next one. Let's and then this view, and then we ask for contact 15 strike. Of the Yorktown, the rest of the dive bombers as soon as possible. Standard time, normal departure, offensive power. target is blue spotting. Standard time. Mission will be launched as currently green light. And then another strike on the Lexington. The rest in the time, normal departure, offensive power. The time. Green light. Oh. The first aircraft are heading out. Scouts report a new unidentified surface force bearing 64 range. Orsko East Air Operations, resuming its original course. Okay, then air. We have ditching. So you got shut down. That, but yeah. And the search is not so interesting. Let's look for the area apertures. Engaging target. So they are trying to intercept those, which is neat. Then let's look at the naval strike, the dive bombers. Here are the bombs. The 1,000-pound bomb and the 100-pound bomb. Let's hope that they will do the damage that we need them to do. Anything else? Oop. Continuously, no. We could look at the enemy ships.
Romeo, Red Leader, many bandits. Vector 020, 50 miles. Angels medium.
Here. This is a battleship, a battle cruiser. The carrier should be here. Looks like they're preparing another strike. Like me, hehehe. Okay. But like here, the green leader and so on, like I don't have any code names here, so like if at least it would be like mirrored over there, so I can like look for green leader or green, and then like it would make more sense to me. But I think we have the furthest out aircraft inside with this one with McCuskey. So, but only two planes. That might get a bit interesting. Anyway, how is our strike doing? Our strike is still en route. And we are still prepping our rest of the strike force. I hope it will work out.
Romeo, White Leader, many boggies. Vector 020, 40 miles. Angels medium.
can also maybe look on the here there mission ready mode. Tally ho. Tally ho. How is the others? Are you? Okay, there's already. Oop. There's now quite a bit on. Okay, at least shut down some. One. That's a good start. And the zeros are on our behind. Here's also some planes fighting. But I think my Husky is doing better. Let's see, how is the... Those are still en route. And... How is the fleet? Fleet is turning into the wind to launch. And the Lexington... They're preparing its strike, ironically enough, but maybe the flight director decided to scramble the fighters, the rest of them. That would be smart. McCuskey, who is he? Aging target. Attack. Attack. Hello? Ah. Let's damage some. Now is... You're still on the way. What's the fleet doing? The fleet is still spotting the aircraft. They should be soon-ish finished. I hope. Air. Anton, how are you doing? You're engaging target, and Mikaski is evading. He has zeros behind him. Two of them. Not good, but his wingman is trying to help him out, it seems like. But gets outmaneuvered. And Brassfield got shut down. Damn it. Yeah. How far is enemy flight away? Still a bit. And our flight is also still a bit away. Okay. It is okay. How's the Lexington doing? The Lexington is also preparing still. What does the mission rep? Yeah. Now all SPDs should be finished. They can start. And the Yorktown seems to be also. This is the Lexington, and the Yorktown seems also a bit to be finished. I think also I will soon. The fighter director does not scramble them automatically. I think I will also start soon scrambling the fighters. A nice view from here, yes. Defense station manned. Okay, so they are lifting off. I hope they finish lifting off before the other stuff is going down. So let's look. How is the air war going? Is still in progress. They are trying to cover each other, kind of. McCuskey is still alive and yeah, that's the thing that I wanted to like, because there is no like overview how much ammo and so on they still have. That would be quite nice to have. Um, that would be neat. Air defense station. Let's report a new identity. I think it's the same, but it's likely the same. That's seeming in it. Now is they are still en route. They're almost finished with starting their the Yorktown. The Lexington is still a bit behind, but well. Oh, the Lexington is. Oh, we have enemy. We're here. Oh yeah, it slowly starts scattering. That east. We know. Would be nice to launch them before the attack is fully there. I think I will press the scramble button after that. Ah, the Lexington is so slow. What things happen? But I think the Yorktown will maybe get the brunt of the force. Sadly. Um, yeah, I think now is time to press the scramble button. Uh, yeah, I cannot scramble all fighters. I guess. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I already press. Okay, then now is more or less much that I can do. Let's check the other, how it is going. Engaging targets near our carriers. Okay, then how is the dive bombers doing? They are still quite a bit out. Right. So let's look at they are or you are yeah, you're the fighters. McCuskey is the one trying to defend or the other ones. That's a quite surreal sight. The one our owns are going in one direction and the others in the other. Okay, McCuskey. Do it. Come on. Nice. Good run. But those two might get the jump on it. Oh, 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 oh. Evasive maneuvers, please. No, the Lexington. Okay, we at least launched our 2 attacks. How is the Nielsen group doing? You are still quite a bit away. Let's see. Oh god, there's so much going on in the air. McCuskey is stitching. Wingman is still fighting on. Where are you going? Ah, you're following the 0, I think, or the Admiral. Yeah. And Fenton is also around here trying to defend the carriers. How is the Yorktown doing? The Yorktown, oh. Oh. We got hit. Both of our aircraft carriers got hit. God damn it. That is bad. At least we got both of our strikes out. So the aircraft that are in the air have to have to that they hit the flap tops are very unfortunate. That is unfortunate. God damn it. Both now cannot do any aircraft operations anymore. Annoying. Yeah. Maybe because like on the side they can maybe still try to land, I don't know. Okay, how is the okay, they're getting attacked. How much? If you miss them, I'm going to it. Uh but I almost think I didn't lose. I did think a CA. Yeah, plus okay. Uh, a bit annoying. Yeah, the Lexington has a big hole in the deck. But the Yorktown maybe I don't know how field it is. Anyway. Yeah, most of the aircraft from us are and so on. How is the strike going? They seem to turn into it now. So things should start happening. Just the torpedo bombers. They are also en route. They are dropping out, but I don't see the ships. Ah, they are over there. It is starting. Thing is, we cannot start second strikes and so on because no aircraft carriers are damaged. Dying. That's also the thing. At the second time, there was still I don't know where the hell are you turning to, but anyway. Um. Um. What I wanted to say is that we cannot, like in the second game I played, my aircraft, like at least one of my aircraft carriers survived, so there was still opportunities for me to recover aircraft and fight. But the thing is, since both of my aircraft are damaged now, aircraft carriers, that will be a bit tricky. Yeah. What's the fleet doing? The fleet is still working on it. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah, ditching, ditching, ditching en route. We're still trying to line up the torpedo run. Let's try to get that. And do it. We're still quite far away. Bombs away. And now they put out a fire. But it looks like operations is still not available. Dang it. And the Lexington is still burning. Let's go. They are starting to try to evade. You can do it. Oh, that does not look good. Nah, I am skeptical. You dropped your bombs. Oh, that does not look healthy. Bye bye. Ah, damn it. Thing is, you don't have a carrier to return to. That's unfortunate situation. Okay, you're already ditched. You're finished and on our way back. You're finished and on our way back. You're finished. Okay, you're shut down. Shut down, shut down. Shut down, shut down, shut down. You're some ditched. He's on the way back. He's on the way back. You are ditched. You are ditched. You already. Okay. So Naval Strike 8 is pretty much finished. Let's look at Naval Strike 6. It should be. Yeah, so you still have the possibility of finalizing the thing. But there's zeros trying to shoot you down. Oh, 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 oh. How is the torpedo bombers doing? Okay, the torpedo bombers are not doing so good. But they already cleaned out their torpedoes at least. That much they got done. The escorts are escorting. Okay. Okay. That's good. So then let's look at the dive bombs and hope that they do damage. Please. Please do damage. Targeted by torpedo aircraft attack. How is the fleet doing? Yorktown. Put out the fire, but no air ops. Normal quarters, rejoin station. And the Lexington is still burning. That is not good. That is not good. That would be quite annoying. Let's continue with the air. Don't get shut down. Soon-ish they should start rolling over and attacking the carrier. I hope it will good. Otherwise we have problem. Then they can recover and so on the aircraft. Start another strike and so on. That would be very annoying. It would make quite a bit of a fuss. Your turn. I don't see under the cloud cover, so on top. Over there is the carrier. Eh. The carrier. Carrier gunners under attack again. Oh. I kind of want to see operation suspended. It says flight deck operational, but air operation suspended, so... Ah, okay, so... Ah, tally-ho! Yeah, nice, we... It's the damn thing. At least once. No more operations for you. Sadly, only one hit. But... That's that. Better than nothing. Yeah, maybe in a part of the aircraft carrier where you cannot launch fighters and USS Lexington hit by torpedo? Hell, what? What? Getting hit by a torpedo is not good. Is that oil that is leaking? I think so, yeah. Here's the oil starting to leak. So it is like hit over there. Problem. But the Yorktown is still Gucci. Kind of. Kind of ish. And Lexington. Propulsion damage. Damage is flooding is virus is quite listing to one side. That's a problem. Yeah, we lost another. Lost, I think, some destroyers, another CA. Okay, they're doing quite a bit of damage. Damn Japanese. Damn. I think historically it was viewed as a strategic victory, but a tactical defeat because of the heavy losses of the Americans, but strategically a win because the objective of destroying preventing the invasion of Pont Moresby was successful. But what price? Oi. USS Morris. Okay, the torpedoes were quite effective. Damn it. Okay, you already dropped your... And let's look at Naval Strike. You're still on the way. And the... How far away are you? You are turning into it. So... Might actually happen that you... Take the other one. Okay, that's good. Things are happening. Lexington and Yorktown. Maybe so much of my fighters and bombers got shut down that I can have like a rotating thing that they all land on the Yorktown. That's what we need-ish. Fire is still not under control. Oi. Oh, that was a hit. Oh. I think the Lexington will actually go down. Hoi. It will be very tricky to repair. I think the Lexington actually will go down. Holy moly. How is my air doing diving into target? Yeah, okay, at least we're also hitting. There's also some hits from us. That's good. That is good. Not mega premium because like one of like the other carriers still doing good. But how are you doing? Did you drop your load? Yes, you dropped your load. Okay, then the other naval strike. How are you doing? You are bombing. You still have the bombs. So I hope you picked the one behind, not that one. Be honest. It could be good. It could be good. Nah, come, pull up a bit to throw the bombs on the... Nah, oh, I think most of them will miss. Dang it. Or some. Nah. Oh, one hit. One good hit. Yeah. They have all dropped their load, and you are still trying to get it on. Okay, where are you? Already past the... Eh? What are you trying to target? Hello? Okay, so you're still trying to... Naval Strike 8 is the second package of it is still trying to do the thing. Let's see, how's the Yorktown doing? The Yorktown is okay-ish. The Lexington is doing not so cash money. At least they managed to extinguish those two fires. Two others to go. This one and this one. The damage is quite severe. The fire is severe. The proportion is out. Okay, so the Lexington is a sitting duck. Okay. That's bad. Lockdown is still active. At least there's not so much from the enemy left. The rest is on the way back home. Like my stuff is also mostly on the way back home. Okay, now they are starting to bomb the target. Hope it will work out. Otherwise, problem. That could. No, that couldn't. The angle is too bad. Ah, damn it. With the try. Or medium. Ah, at least there, yeah. And instantly put out. Dang it. Pitching. Yeah, and you're pulling out. Okay. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. How are you doing? I've seen better days. I see. Yeah, we're leaking a bit of fuel there. That's kind of the thing where I want to go through all the ships, but last time when I went through all the ships, how damaged they are and so on, the game crashed, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, how was the air stuff doing? Carrier patrol, ditched. Ditched. So cap and then cap 3 are ditched. Or en route. Where are you? Okay, you're still quite a bit away. And naval strike. You're ditched. We're all alive. Oh, ditched. Speeder bombers, you are ditched. Ditched. And you are engaged. Okay. Ditch. 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 Ditched. Okay, you're collectively ditched. You're also ditched. You're also all ditched. Ah! Also, okay, more or less completely naval strike 8 is ditched. Cool. Carrier patrol 1 ditched. Ditched. You're also collectively ditched. Carrier patrol. You are also looking for targets at the bottom of the sea. Dive bombers, you are on deck. Ah, okay. You're the search party. Okay, then the search party. Nero strike, dive bombers. Ditched en route mission. So you're still running away. Okay, that's good. And you are behind. And you are in the formation ditched. You bombers. Ditched. Ditched. and escorts. You are engaging targets. Some of your information. You are information in the bottom. Are en route. Okay, the second strike did quite okay. In the sense of surviving. In the sense of damage, I'm not so sure. Okay, and the dive bombers. Yeah, you are doing quite good for yourself. Dive bombers here are having. Okay. I am pleasantly surprised. That is good. You are still quite a way out, and there's also some enemy fighters. But looks like going okay-ish. So you have done. Yeah, the thing is because Lexington is going so slow like that, so it's difficult to. And since they want to stay in the formations, at least they extinguished almost all of the fires. Only that one is still raging. Lockdown, how are you doing? Lockdown is still there and I cannot really see the status, but it says Lexington elevators are operational. Air operations are allowed. Ironically enough, current air ops mode launch, flight deck operational. I'm not so sure about that, but okay. Interesting. Let's see. And maybe we can try to get a view on the enemy. That's how things are. Damage seems to be at least quite severe. But the other carrier is not wounded, and I think they are about to recover their aircraft. I hope I can recover my aircraft. USS Morris is thinking. So we have 1, 2, 3, uh, 7 destroyers, 5 light cruisers, 2 carriers, medium. Yeah, now there's quite a big hole over there. Yeah, plots. We have 6 dive bombers, 6 fighters, 15 dive bombers from and 1 torpedo bomber. The rest got shut down. Cool. Thing is, there's no recovery for the other one schedule, so I'm a little bit. Rumble got cancelled. They are still en route. Total missions 10, active missions 7, total sorties 55, day sorties 55, total AC lost. Okay, I think the AC lost are only calculated when the aircraft return or not return. So, because I think I've lost quite a lot. Damn it. Can I? Is it possible that I? Yeah, look, they are recovering. Annoying. Can I strike? The Yorktown does not have anything. The Lexington has 5 fighters in theory. Over here it says recovery. So, can you recover your aircraft? Eh? Is my task force recovering aircrafts at the moment? Or is it just planned that it do that? Yeah, you're still burning. That the propulsion got knocked out is quite annoying. Can not like a cruiser take it in tow or something? Eh. Damn it. There's still one aircraft. Is it the zero or some of those annoying types? It could be. Were you? The torpedo bombers that could be recovered. Ironically enough, the Yorktown does not really want to recover anything. I want orders that you recover your aircraft. Because I don't want the Naval Striker 6 to ditch them to be hard. Naval Striker 6 is. I think they were dive bombers. Okay, you're all ditched, your information. And over here. Fly to the right and get recovered by the aircraft carrier. A hangar, one of the hangars got destroyed. And elevators damaged. Hangar is okay. Elevator is okay. Yeah. Lead. Lexington is doing not good. Ugh. Yes, elevator destroyed. Hangar damage. Hangar. But both elevators are broken. Let me guess, but the other thing here it says elevator operational. Yeah, that's also one of the things that the game is a bit annoying about. Okay, then I think let's go ahead with the time a bit. Spot the Yorktown in 3D and see if it recovers aircraft, because I don't think it will, sadly. Which makes the whole endeavor a bit impractical. Because then I think these ones will run out of fuel and then I'll just get shut down. Annoying, annoying. Yeah, and what is your plan? Where are you going? Like aircraft carriers over there. Hello. Are you waiting that the aircraft carriers turn so you can land, or what is your plan? Now all the aircraft are coming back. That's a bit the annoying part of the... Okay, yeah. Well, you are heading into the wind to commence air operation. So I think you can, or I hope you can, recover the aircraft. Would be neat. Engaging enemy aircraft. But it look like they actually come into land, so... What? I don't know where they're turning to. Looks like you want to land at the Lexington. Are you not? Okay, you're pulling the fighters into the hangars, so I think you actually try to recover. And you are still on fire! So, yeah. Ah, okay, yeah. They are landing, actually. Nice. And Lexington is not recovering much of anything, it seems. Except burning. Ah, the propulsion upgraded. Upgraded. Got repaired. Would be nice if you take down the fire, please. Good that I have at least one. The operational carrier. Yeah, yellow says aircraft are currently landing, yeah. And is the Lexington recovering anything? Nope. And you're still burning. Stop burning! That's quite a bit of torpedo bombers that managed to... let's watch this landing on normal speed. Okay, you're recovering. You're also recovering. During a fire. Ah, And also you have like a big hose in your... Okay. Interesting. What's the Octane doing? Yes, they're recovering, and Lexington is also recovering. Oh yeah. Let's see how much is still in the air naval strike. About to land, okay. Naval strike 08. You are also en route. The fleet and recovering. Okay. Maybe we can look at our weekend things and look how the other aircraft carriers are doing. Okay, no, we cannot. Okay. Well, there's like aircraft here, so I think... Ah, here's a carrier. They recovered quite a lot. Where's the other carrier? Over there. Oh, it's a one carrier. Where's the one that we hit? Carrier, where are you? Where? Should be around here. Over here. Here. Up. I think the steering got knocked out. That would be practical. Because at least then we have one enemy aircraft carrier wing less. Until they repair the steering. Because like making infinite circles does not allow you to recover aircraft. So Yukon is recovering, not I hope that the fire will eliminate that my own aircraft carrier. But it looks like the the lift still works and stuff, so there's quite a bit strange here. How about you stop that fucking Strike package from Obo, USS Yorktown CB5 have been recovered. Air Ops strike package from King, USS Yorktown CB5 have been recovered. Okay, so the Yorktown is finished. How about the Lexington? How about extinguishing that fire? Eh. And also it says elevator destroyed, but it's still working. Yorktown, Lexington. By the way, how is the recon search thing? We're en route and you were here, so you could find them again on next passing over. Servers found it again. So we could start to plan the next strike. Oops. Soon-ish, and all the recovery stuff is. I think now it's time to plan the next 3D. But I think not much of the Yorktown has survived. Ironically enough. Okay, then let's first let's go to then let's I want this map out. Then yeah, there it is. Task Force Contact 1. Strike. Yorktown. 0 escorts. Only 5 bombers and 1 torpedo bomber. Standard time. Normal departure. Offensive power. Pick a target. 1. It says warning not to come. But I'm that way. Yeah, no. Yeah, then let's go. Yorktown is all my escort. Only the carrier. will recover, but your back package is bigger than mine. I was like, goodness. It says there is still stuff landing. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, now they finally extinguished the fire. Nice. Let's look, do we now have more information? Oh, the aircraft. Total crew lost there. We lost 11, which is 40. Would have been good to know how many of each. We have 6, 21 fighters, dive bombers, 6 fighters, and 1 torpedo bomber. I think I might have to defensive air ops. I have to change the combat air patrol zones, because otherwise 4, 8. The Yorktown cannot do that anymore. 2, 2, 2, 4, 2. Let's down to 1 and go here to 4 and here. Here is not possible. Or to, how do I, can you get, yeah, okay, then it is how it is. Live with that for now. Today Yorktown is busy. Lexington. Yeah, Lexington CV2 have been recovered. So you are now free to start a new strike. So let's start a strike with the Lexington. with everything you have remaining. On you, right? Okay, but because I was a bit worried when like the planning stuff here down here disappeared, that because of like the damage, it was unable, like the aircraft carrier is unable to recover the aircraft or something like that. So I was like, oh. But it works, so it might be better than I expected. But if we get another propulsion hit, we might have a big problem. Good. Then let's maybe look at the enemy. How is he doing? We have one aircraft carrier inside. The other one should be right here, still twisting in circles. Shokaku. Ah, okay, we have like an ID on those. Combat Air Patrol. Amrican is on their way. Sashio. Let's maybe look at the Shikaku. Oops. Review. You are. You have your carrier patrol doing things. That's good. But you don't look like you are massively preparing a strike, I think. Over here we have the burning circle carrier. But you stopped your fires. That's not practical, but well, you have to live with that. But at least you're isolated, so it might happen that the first wave of the Yorktown is enough to blow that ship up. Let's speed things a bit up. Come on. Do things. Okay. Something. Area carrier patrol. Then we're doing operations and so on. Leading air operations. What is? Hey. Hey. Why? What? No air operations possible. Carriers damaged. What? What? Hey. Why didn't you use it? Ah, game, why are you like that? No, I'm big confusion. And now you don't have that sign anymore there. Hallo? Willst du mich foppen oder was? Strike. Yorktown. Target this thing. Sense of power, no whatever, standard on green light. Go. So, next thing, strike. Lexington. Everything you got. This is your target. Green light. Game makes me confused. Like, does it check now if the carrier is so damaged that it cannot do anything anymore or not? Or eh? Like, it would be also practical if they would remove that stuff which is stitched or no, not stitched, but like or something, because the list is a bit practical. But so now they seem to start to prepare for an attack. I hope. But I think I'm going to pause here. See you soon in the next part. Plumber Fun Note.